Hi guys, it's Rachel at the library again, and today I'm going to show you how to use Heritage Quest. Heritage Quest is an online resource that we have for genealogy. You can look up census records, you can look up family information. It's really great. Sometimes I prefer it to Ancestry, really. So I thought I would discuss it with you guys today and show it to you, and you guys can use it from home, which is fantastic. Alright, so we are going to start out on the library's website, which is www.ldrl.org. And here we are at our home website. We're going to click on 24/7 resources since it's an online resource. And then we can click on genealogy. So I'm going to go through our different databases, and here you see genealogy. And by clicking on genealogy, it brings up all of our genealogy databases. Heritage Quest can be used from home, and when you use it, you may have to type in, sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, you may have to type in your library card number as a user ID. Sometimes it makes me do it, sometimes it doesn't, so, you know, if it does, you just have your library card ready. Alright, so I'm going to click on Heritage Quest Online. Oh, there it is right there. I'm going to type in my library card number. And when I type in this library card number, it's going to tell me that it's going to go through. And these are the different things that I can search. We're going to focus pretty much on census and books, but when you have time, if you want to go through Revolutionary War or Freedmen's Bank or the serial set, they have really great information. But I'm going to focus on these top two because they'll probably appeal to the most. So when you search census, let's click on it and let it go here. The thing to remember is that these people that were taking the census may, who knows how educated they were and how much time they spent with each person. And so when you look up this information, they may or may not have spelled your family's name right. And that is a big stumbling block sometimes when we look for our genealogy information. So I'm going to try, let's try Bennett. And then you can see here that you can tell us to search a certain census year, or you can tell it to search like a month or no, not a month, sorry. You can search a state. So let's search Illinois. So I've told it Bennett is my last name, and I've told it state is Illinois. And then we can click search. And I've told it that it can pick any day that it wants. Alright, so when the new census results come up, you can see that there's 1820, 1860, 1870, and so on. And then on this column, it tells me how many results there were. So in 1880, there were 2,711 Bennetts in the state of Illinois. Alright, so let's look at some of those 2,000 people. When I click this down arrow, it's going to expand all the different counties in Illinois. So here's the different counties. And let's pick Fulton. Let's pick Fulton. In Fulton County, Illinois, in 1880, there were 43 Bennetts. So when we click on Fulton, it's going to narrow those results down to the 43. So here it gives me a list. So there was an Alfred Buxton, who was 13, who was white, had been born in Indiana, living in Illinois, which we already knew, in Fulton County, in Joshua, maybe township or town or whatever. So this gives you quite a bit of information just right here. So if you knew what your family's name was. But let us try to find, somebody interesting. Let's try Finley. Here's Finley. He's 12. He was white, and he was born in Indiana. He lives in Illinois, and he lives in Joshua. So by clicking his last name, it's going to pull up the exact census that he's on. So here we are. Here's the census, and luckily, he's at the very top. So here, not the very top, but the second from the top. So here you see there's a John Bennett, and Finley is right here. Finley's right there. But this is the actual census record that they used. So this is, it tells his family. So here's his dad, who was a coal miner. His mom, who was keeping house. And then Alfred, his older brother, who was 13, was a coal miner. And then here's Finley, who was 12, and he was at home, but he was going to school. So it's kind of an interesting idea. You can see that his mother, right here, you can see that his mother, Yvette maybe? I'm not sure. But anyway, his mother was from England, and both of her parents were born in England. But his father, John, was born in Indiana, and both of his parents were born in Kentucky. So this is a great way to see maybe where the previous generation was from, and then maybe another block of where you need to look. So if I was looking for John Bennett's family, maybe I need to start looking next in Indiana. And if I can't find him in Indiana, then to move to Kentucky. And then the same thing with his wife. I need to start looking in England because her family would be there. So that's the census information. It tells us a lot about where we came from, which is odd, which is pretty amazing, really. So the next thing I'm going to talk about are books. Here at the top, I'm going to click on the Books tab. And you can either do by publication, place, or people. So I'm going to type in people, and let's try to use the same name. We're going to use Bennett. And let's say we're going to type in Illinois, just like we searched. These are the books that are going to use the place of Illinois as well as the name of Bennett. And so these are just different books. So let's pretend that I wanted to look at John Shields' The Bennett book. It tells you when it was published, how many pages it is, and we can click View Image. And there it is. So if I wanted to read, if I wanted to print it, I could. If I wanted to download on my computer, I could. Or if I wanted to read it, I could. So let's go to the next page here. Family History by John Stephens. And then I can actually read the book on the Bennetts if I wanted to. So, it looks like they have it fairly well, mapped out. And I can see if my family maybe or, whose family is here. And it would work out. Okay? So, it's fantastic. You never know what you'll find. You'll find family histories. You'll find, family trees. You can find bank records. Who knows? So Heritage Quest is free to use online, free to use from home. So, be sure to check it out on our website. It rocks. And if you have any questions, be sure to contact us at 660-263-4426 or shoot us an email at www.ldrl.org. Have a great day.